Have you ever seen a faster heavyweight than Tom Aspinall? Some will debate it's maybe Muhammad Ali or Mike Tyson, and they were certainly the fastest in their time. But somebody younger and hungrier came to the scene. He is not only the fastest, but also the heaviest in his division. Despite his dad body, the man moves like a cat in the octagon. But as much as he is good in stand-up, he leaves his opponents helpless on the ground. Not only did he set a record for the shortest average fight time in the octagon, but all that with a 100% finish rate. He is currently the interim heavyweight champion. Also, if you want a free 7-day training and nutrition plan for fighters and bodybuilders with boxing basics, strength and conditioning, and bonus testosterone tips, check the link below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. How is he so fast? When you watch him, he looks like a cat. He faints, and when he smells blood, he rushes with a barrage of punches, and you ask yourself how to get so fast, even if you are a big boy yourself. You certainly can get fast with a certain training style, but for Tom, I don't doubt he is genetically gifted to be so fast. What influences his genetic advantage is fast twitch muscle fibers. Some people are born with a lot of fast twitch muscle fibers, and some are born with slow twitch muscle fibers. The fast twitch influences, as you expect, muscles that determine how fast you are but tire quickly, while slow twitch muscle fibers endure longer but are less powerful. And when you have the physical attributes of Tom Aspinall, you would not choose the same fighting style as, for example, Daniel Cormier. The second thing that influences genetics is tendon stiffness. It's just the stiffness of the muscle, and the stiffer they are, the more elastic energy it produces. It means you will be bouncier, quicker, and more explosive. The third one is neuromuscular factors, which are the signals that your brain sends to your body when you need to do anything, like grab a cup, or in this case, throw a kick or punch. This is trainable, and the stronger the signal, the more power you produce. For a guy like Tom, he was probably genetically more gifted than others, but you can still train it. Strength and conditioning. Tom does use compound lifts such as bench presses, squats, and deadlifts, but he himself said that he is a bigger fan of bodyweight movements such as dips, push-ups, and pull-ups. The one thing about building our bodies is that what we put ourselves through, our body develops to endure that stress. So give it variation, not just one type of training approach. It's recommended to do both bodyweight and compound lifts. One more reason is to avoid plateaus. That's when you have spent some time training in a certain way and your body stops making progress in that movement. That's a clear sign you need to change something. The training theory of Tom Aspinall and his trainer is to lift heavy and then move fast, which builds explosive power. Of course, when you do speed exercises after a heavy, slow set, you don't stiffen your muscles and slow them down. You are keeping them elastic and fast. Also, as I said earlier, the neuromuscular connection between your brain and your body is trained simply by doing reps at the heavy bag. The more you practice one punch, or a combination of course, you will punch faster and harder. One more thing that is scientifically proven is that when you use high mental effort or just concentrate on being more explosive and quicker, you get a lot more strength than somebody who just finishes the reps and does not think about being quick or powerful. So don't underestimate the power of your brain. Tom likes doing bodyweight exercises with added weights, which is understandable knowing that if he wanted to challenge those muscles by doing regular push-ups, he would be doing them for a long time. So it's easier to put some weights and get benefits in that movement, like doing push-ups with 75 kilograms added on his back for 3 reps. Also, for more explosive variations, he uses just plyometric push-ups or one-arm elevation push-ups. The difference is when he is adding weights for smaller reps, he is training just brute strength, while when he is doing plyo push-ups, he is training speed. And like we said earlier, doing a set of weighted push-ups and then after doing a set of plyo push-ups, lift heavy, then move fast. This is very effective explosiveness training. Also, when we're talking about push movements, we need to talk about the pull as well. Of course, pull-ups of all kinds, weighted or without weights, he loves them nonetheless. He has some training footage of him starting with 3 reps with 10 kilograms external weights, then 3 reps with 25 kilograms, and then 3 reps with 45 kilograms at the body weight of 120 kilograms or 260 pounds. Of course, the pulling movement is needed for grappling, and as we know, he is a BJJ black belt like his father. So, being a grappling expert at that weight and strength is scary. Now let's talk about the explosive exercises. What you and I can see the most is that he is doing squat jumps a lot. The reason is when you're punching, for example, you're using the kinetic chain, and that is power used from your whole body, starting with your feet. So practically, feet are the most important in giving that devastating power. And that's the reason why all fighters use broad jumps, box jumps, and other leg exercises. He also does sprinting and some Olympic lifts, and of course, medicine ball throws. And for conditioning, he does mostly anaerobic exercises or high-intensity interval training for stamina in the ring. So he needs to do max effort for 5 minutes. Exercises that he does are mostly sprints, heavy bag rounds, and sparring sessions.
Fight breakdown. Let's use the Pavlovich fight as an example. It's short, like the rest of his fights. From the start, we see that Tom adopts a boxing stance, bouncy and light on his feet, which is remarkable considering he weighs 120 kilograms. He feints a lot, which isn't new, but his speed makes opponents react more than usual. Feinting is universally effective. No matter the division, human nature compels us to react when we sense a punch coming. Repeated feints tire the brain, and when done skillfully, they set up a sneaky punch that 90% of people will fall for. Tom begins with a low kick that throws Pavlovich off balance. He constantly moves back and forth, circling right, then back left, before throwing another leg kick. Sergey anticipates this, checks the kick, steps inside, and positions himself better than Tom. Sergey throws a right hand, misses, and Tom's left hook lands first. Sergey counters with a lead hook, wobbling Tom. Next, Sergey throws a left hook, which Tom dodges by pulling back. However, this leaves Tom in a vulnerable position where Sergey's right hand could connect. To recover, Tom steps back, shoulder rolls, and moves out of range. Next scene. Tom throws a low kick, goes back out of range, and then goes wide with his lead foot, drops down, throws a 1-2, misses the jab, but lands the cross at the temple. While Sergey is wobbly, Tom throws a left hook and right overhand. Both land on the temple. Sergey falls down, and Tom ground and pounds to finish him. Excellent.
Have you ever thought about learning a martial art, like boxing, but felt held back by a lack of time or nerves over starting with no skills, or even the fear of getting hurt? Or, if you already have some boxing experience, would you like to build a physique designed to make you faster, more explosive, and powerful with endurance that's tailored to striking? Imagine building a body that's not only visually impressive, but also complements your boxing skills. With a focus on nutrition for recovery, boosting testosterone, maximizing energy, and overall health, backed by my extensive study of reaching the highest natural testosterone levels possible, this program gives you everything you need and more. Take control, train like a predator, and unleash your full potential. Be